The Camonatong are broken. What remains of their power scattered the moment their leaders dared to cross me. They thought they could manipulate the game, pass lies off as truth, and walk away with their lives intact. A fatal mistake. I gave them just enough rope to hang themselves, then tightened the noose. Now their blood stains the streets of Balfoyan, and their grip on the coast has slipped into the sea. This was more than a victory. This was reclamation. The northern coast of Morrowind, a vital artery of trade, now moves to our rhythm. And with the ties I have secured to the Elsewhere embassy, the skooma trade has begun to flourish under my hand. The profits already line the guild's coffers. Soon they will overflow into mine. Caelia, Grandmaster of House Halalu.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Tamriel Rebuilt with Caelia. So today we're going to start off in Balfoyan, but we will be heading to Old Ebonheart as soon as possible. But I wanted to return to the Vendici Manor here, because there are now a bunch of free slaves, and since I have the mod that allows us to recruit people, I want to see if we free these slaves, if they'll actually follow us to Narcissus so they can work for us there. Cruel Master Val's Verano is no more. Mahirjo is free. You freed me, Caelia. Are you in the Twin Lamps? Mahirjo knows only rumors. They help slaves escape. They take us back to elsewhere. The Cruel Master is dead. Now I can go free. Would you like to work for me? Whatever's out there, we can face it together. Okay, sweet. I think everyone in here is now considered free. So we're going to grab them and take them to Narcissus. You know, it's a better life than they had here. We're not going to make them work as hard. Ooh, a restoration book. Nice. Any other books over here that I didn't notice? Speechcraft book up to 95 now. I wanted to do this before with some of the slaves we freed in Narcissus, but I didn't have the mod for it at the time. Now we do. We're not going to recruit the Camonatong here, who apparently still doesn't know his master is dead. So whatever. Enjoy your time here. Okay, I think there's a bunch downstairs in the servants' quarters. I just wanted to double check up here. So we'll head down there and grab them as well. And then we'll teleport them all to Narcissus. You guys still following us? Yes, you've transcended into a single being, though. That's interesting. I appreciate that. Okay. Here's another one. Tismata, she can come with us. I don't know if they'll despawn. I had that problem before with slaves. When you freed them and tried to recruit them, they just disappear into nothing. We could also grab Lindalin here. Make him our chef. That seems like a cool idea to me. Yeah, you can come with me too. It's not like he's going to be doing anything here forever. Just got another speechcraft level. Nice. I think that's all of the servants here. So I'm going to test it here. Let's recall back to our estate. Did they all follow me? Yeah, they did. Nice. My servants now. I'll have to put them places around the house. I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, we got some servants now. I think we can mess with their outfits too, so we could give them some real fancy clothes if they're going to be working here. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, I just wanted to do that and show that off on screen where we're going to get all of our servants from. Let's head back to the Hall of False Keys, where we killed all those Camonatong, and get a refresher from Shay here. Jobs. You should look for jobs elsewhere. Try Sugarlips Habasi in Malmora, Gordol the Scrivener and Almasthir, or Thorleaf Stagehand in Narcissus. There's also the Kraganmore Ring. Try asking Cap'n Fentus in Old Ebonheart and Fitz in Firewatch. So we're going to go to Old Ebonheart. He's in Old Ebonheart at the Empress Kataraya Tavern. Okay. Well, now we have a location. Let's Divine Intervention. So we are going to head down to the docks, and we should be able to get to Old Ebonheart from here. Yep. We poked around in Old Ebonheart as Caelia.
That's how
I can't remember what we were doing here. We had to retrieve something or find someone. Oh yeah, we had to help Rowdy Realmus solve his dilemma. So That's why we've been here before. We're looking for the Empress Cataraya's
Please join me.
tavern or inn. Actually, right down here. Lovely night out, actually. Good night to do some thievery. Is it this one? Yeah, it is.
Welcome. Please don't be shy.
So this is a Thieves Guild establishment, huh?
This is an honor for me.
Good day. I am Namalvu Arendi, publican of the Empress Cataraya, the finest inn named after a dead regent in all of Tamriel. It's a bold claim. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help you. What are you actually selling? Ooh, you're selling some wine. We'll buy that. Stick it in our house. This is the poor side of town, gal. Aren't that many persons of note living here. Ortribus Delagia, the loan shark, is the boss of Delagia's gang. The self-titled Cap'n Fentus and his crew frequent the Empress Cataraya Inn. The Honorable Admiral Potamus Marolis can be found in Fort Pelagius down by the docks.
Tell your friends about this place.
I don't think we've been introduced. I'm 3 scales. Guild Guide. No. Thieves Guild. Okay, so you are part of the Thieves Guild. I am Florane, Antonio Florane, an expert tomb raider and gentleman rogue, and I can tell for a fact that you, High Elf, are an amateur adventurer at best. Why are you bothering me? Oh,
Welcome.
see how it is.
Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
One's behind this door. Stop blocking the way. There you are. I think we're going to be coming back to a lot, so we'll mark here. Ooh, a sneak book. All right, Captain, what do you got for me? Ahoy there, lassie. I'm Cap'n Fentus, and this merry gathering of people be my crew. Welcome aboard. I've got some jobs to offer. Tell me about Shay. I heard she was put in charge of restoring the Thieves Guild chapter in Malfoy. Yeah, we did that. Okay, well, what are your jobs? Well then, lassie, I think we ought to test your sea legs, so to speak. See what you can bring to this crew of mine. Now then, have you ever heard of the Eye of Argonia? It is a legendary gem of immense value, and an elusive gem at that, always going missing, always appearing in the most unexpected of places. My sources tell me that the Eye has now found its way on board the Imperial warship Princess Moraga, docked here in the city. It has been given to an officer of the Navy, Ephali Calica, for safekeeping, with orders not to surrender the gem to anyone unless they know the secret code word. Luckily, I happen to know it. The code word is Scurvy Mudcrab. I want you to get on board the warship, find Ephali, and get that gem from her. Convince her that you're a special courier or an agent working for the Navy. Remember, the code word is Scurvy Mudcrab. Don't say or do anything that would blow your cover. That seems easy enough. Yes, that's the Navy code word. I found it out from a drunken sailor. Before you think so, it's not like I'm just making this stuff up. I served on a ship in my youth. I know the Imperial Navy. They use bizarre code words like that all the time. Black Drew, Adamantium Shark, Ghost Choir. Yes, Scurvy Mudcrab does seem unusual, but so do all of their code words. Tell me about the ship. It's anchored in the docks, a 3-masted warship with a Navy Sea Dragon symbol on it. You can't miss it. All right, we can do that. Sounds pretty easy, actually. So it's got to be this one, right? Princess Morgai, yes. Let's go to the cargo hold, see if they got anything good. And if we're going to rob them, we might as well rob them. Ooh, they actually found the person we're looking for, even better. I don't think we've been introduced, traveler. I'm Efe Calica. How can I help you? Let's get her to like us as much as possible. Nice. Do you know anything about the Eye of Argonia? No. I feel like that'll blow our cover. Scurvy Mudcrab. Gasp. Where did you learn that code word? That's top secret. You're a spy, aren't you? Seize her. Before you can act, a bag is thrown over your head from behind. You're bound and dragged to the ship's brig. Your blindfold is removed, but you're still bound and unable to move. Okay.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Okay, scoundrel, I want some answers. Who gave you that secret code word? Who sent you here? I will not answer your questions. I'm not a snitch. Nobody sent me here. I work alone. Remain silent. There's been a mistake. I'm an agent of the Navy. Or we can rat out Cap'n Fentus. That seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I work alone. Alone? I think not. Someone must have given you the secret code word. Someone must have told you of the Eye of Argonia. Someone hired you to do this job. Give me a name, or do I have to start breaking your fingers? Ooh, we're gonna get our revenge on this lady. Remain silent. Do you think the ones who sent you are going to rescue you if you just keep your mouth shut long enough? Do you think they give a damn about what happens to you? Ha, they've forsaken you. They don't care if you live or die. Come on, don't suffer in vain. Just give me a name and you can go free. I won't give you anything. Quit wasting my time and tell me who sent you here. Give me a name or you can rot in the brig for the rest of your miserable life. Do what you will, I'm not talking. Really, High Elf, is that your final decision? Yes. Well, if that's how it is, then I guess we're done here. You're free to go. I'm free to go. It's clear that I'm not getting anything from you, so I might as well let you go now. You're a stalwart lass, and any captain would be lucky to have someone like you in their crew. Just get off this ship. So it was a test, a loyalty test. See if I would betray Cap'n Fentus. Okay. I think we passed, at least. Do you have the Eye of Argonia, Caelia? Surely you must have realized by now that there were no legendary artifacts on the ship. This was all a test of character. Ufei Calica is an old friend of mine from my Navy days. We go way back. I told her to shake you a little, to see how you'd react, to see if you could be trusted. From what I hear, you really proved yourself. Even under intense interrogation, you didn't betray the guild. Impressive. I have no reward for you, but allow me to shake your hand. I'm proud to have you on my crew. From here on out, the jobs I have for you won't be wild goose chases, I promise. I wouldn't try to fool you twice, I bet. You proved your trustworthiness to me, Caelia. That was the reason behind the job, but if you ever happen to find the real Eye of Argonia, do let me know. Oh yeah. This time the job is for real. I need you to steal me a copy of Dwemer Airship Plans. I need them for a project of mine. Oh. I want you to bring me a copy of Airship Plans. Now, there are probably a number of identical copies of the plans in this province, but I happen to know that one of them is in the Fort Pelagius Tower, here in Old Ebonheart, in a room where all sorts of contraband items are kept. Getting to the tower through the front door might be a difficult task. You can try using the sewers to access the tower unseen, entering from the outfall pipe at the docks and taking a left turn when you see it. Good luck. Yes. I will for sure remember that. I won't immediately forget it the second I leave this dialogue. Outfall pipe by the docks, taking a left turn when you see it. Okay. Yeah, we can try the sewers. We went in the sewers before as our old character, Valdrin. I think they're pretty extensive. I don't know if they're as big as Narcissus sewers, which we actually didn't explore very much when we were in Narcissus. A lot less than I thought we would. I'm just going to assume it's this sewer right here. Sewer's east, and then you said take a left. So we're going to take a left. Maybe. But yeah, I see Fort Pelagius. And we need to go this way. Pick a lock. Easy enough. Is there another locked door? Is this where we need to be? I don't know. Is this one of those huge forts where it's easy to get lost? Hello. Who are you? If you were here for me, I'd know about it. Speak with Havfreja.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Don't seem to care that I'm here, but maybe they just don't like you going through the front door.
Well, this is a grand day.
Alright, well, this seems like it's a little bit more important than what we're looking for. We're just looking for the contraband room, right? Or is that it? Is that the whole place? Oh, I guess it goes upstairs. Okay. Pelagius Tower.
Should you need something, I will
You're
be happy.
kind of weird looking. Why are you wearing Dwarven? Oh, is this the contraband room? Yeah. Dang, that's a lot of Dwarven stuff up here. Who the heck are you? I am Perian Abelard, savant and ensign of the East Navy, and you're obsessed with Dwemer stuff. That's fine. We all gotta have our hobbies, I guess. I'm gonna steal your airship plan now. Thanks. Alright, let's get out of here. Do you have the Dwemer airship plans? Any copy will do, but the one in Fort Pelagius Tower is the only one that I know of. Yep. Let's see them. Fascinating. This vessel is clearly made of heavy metal and yet appears to be lighter than air. Yes, this will be most helpful to me. I can't wait to get working on this. I hadn't forgotten you, operative. I'll pay you 700 dregs for the plans. It's almost double their black market value, but you've earned it. Leave the arena now and rest. You've earned it. Alright, got any more jobs? I do have more jobs for you, but Rai Marani wants to talk to you. She says it's urgent. Who's that? Marani's my left hand. She might come off as a little dour, but don't let that faze you. It's not your fault. She's always like that. Who is that? Oh, there you are. In need of a job. Good. I have an urgent one for you, operative. I need your help to settle Nelara's debt. First off, let's make one thing clear. We might be thieves, but we're also citizens of Old Ebonheart. Are we? Am I? We care for our city and its people and their well-being, especially the poor people of the East Side. As far as I'm concerned, they're under the guild's protection. Under my protection. Now, one of them has contacted us for help. I must warn you that there's no reward to be gained from this job. If anything, you might lose a few coins. I'm not interested. As I said, Nelara needs our help. We have a rival gang here in the city, Delagia's gang, led by Atribus Delagia, a mobster from Cyrodiil. He and his gang seek only to exploit the poor of Old Ebonheart. They own some of the houses here on the east side. Nelara is one of their tenants. She hasn't been able to pay her rent and is now facing eviction or worse. I want you to go to her and find a way to help her. A word of warning before you leave. The gang might be a bunch of thugs, but they have the law on their side. They might try to provoke you to get a violent reaction out of you. That's not something I want you to do. We thieves should use our heads, not our fists. Keep that in mind. Return to me when Nelara's debt has been settled. Okay. You're also a trainer. Pretty good trainer, too. Let's train our sneak up. That seems really helpful. And can you do short blade? You can. We are actually pretty close to getting a really good level. If we train sneak a couple more times, maybe? Alright, let's go level up then. I will take a bed. Your room is on the second floor, second door after the stairs. Sweet. I wish you could, like, permanently rent out rooms, or at least, like, do months at a time sort of thing. Yeah, let's rest, and we'll get strength, intelligence, and agility. That's a really good level. So she lives on the east part of town. Nelara's house, yeah, okay. She's kind of, like, at the end of the street here.
Welcome, Outlander. I've special prices just for you today.
Special prices? You aren't a merchant, but okay. Oh, you startled me. But you're not one of Mr. Delagia's enforcers, are you? No. Tell me about his gang. They're really bad people. I'm scared of them. I'll protect you. You're from the guild, here to help me. Thank you. I can't say how much exactly they think I owe them. Whenever they come to collect the rent, they just say an amount. 1 week it could be 50 gold. The next week it's 150. Makes no sense to me. I don't have that kind of money, so they said they'd give me a loan. They made it seem like I had no other choice. Now I can't pay it back and they're losing their patience. Could you please speak with their gang for me? You can find them in Atribus's house. Okay. Where's that? Oh, across the street. Well, that is unfortunate that your landlord lives that close to you. Hold it right there, High Elf. This is Mr. Delagia's house. You can't just waltz in here. You don't have anything sharp on you, do you? Only my wit. Ha 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 ha. That wasn't actually half bad. Usually folk don't dare to crack jokes at my face like that. You're alright, High Elf. You can go about your business. But don't you give me any reason to kill you while you're under the boss's roof. It'd be a shame. Tell me about Nelara's debt. I keep saying his name different every time, and it's bothering me now. Mr. Delagia? Mr. Delagia? Is it Mr. Delagia? That sounds good to me. Mr. Delagia doesn't deal with nobodies like you. Talk to Million Rain. He's our accountant.
Say your business.
Hello. You're under Mr. D's roof, citizen. I am Million Rain, the numbers guy. Unless you're here on business, I'm going to have to ask you to beat it. Just beat it. Alright, talk about Nelara's debt. Yeah, Nelara is one of our tenants. Her rent's overdue and she hasn't paid back her loans. She can't pay us back? Tough luck. It's not our fault she can't pay us back. She should have thought about it before she became our tenant and before she loaned money from us. She knows the rules. People who don't pay their dues to Mr. D end up in the street. No amount of crying is going to change that. Now let me consult the ledger. Ah yes, the overdue rent and the loan. In total, she owes us 1,000 septims, no coin less. But if you want to settle her debt for good, maybe you could do a little job for us. What's the job? I have some paperwork I need to finish for Mr. D, but for that I need Marixa Vendici's signet ring. Ooh, I recognize that name. I did not know she was an NPC you could meet. Now she's the director of the East Empire Company. Oh, okay. So I figure she must be really busy all the time. Best not to bother her with asking for the ring. It'd be much better if someone just took the signet ring without asking, no? Yeah, I can do that. Ah, good. I happen to know that Vendici keeps her signet ring in the upstairs dressing room of her manor. One can enter that room from the manor proper, but it might be worth a shot to find a different way into her chamber. Find it and bring it to me, and Nelara's debt is as good as gone. Cross my heart. Yes, you can always trust shady men doing shady things. Ah, I didn't know she was someone you can actually meet. I feel like a lot of Caelia's story so far has been unplanned, but very like well structured, honestly. Like doing the Thieves Guild now makes a lot more sense to me because like this job, for example, we're not making money. We might lose money, but at this point, Caelia is so wealthy, she doesn't care because the idea is she's eventually going to take over the Thieves Guild. So like, yeah, you know, I'll pay a little money now to own the Thieves Guild later. Where if we were just a thief and we were poor, we might feel different about it. Okay. Vendici Manor. Does he actually show up here if he's still alive? Probably does, huh? Hey, I killed your husband so you couldn't divorce him. That's really, really funny. I never put two and two together, I guess. Okay, well, let's go upstairs. Ooh, can we take that painting? No. I recently read, and I hope it comes sooner rather than later, that they are going to convert all of these paintings into objects you can grab. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I guess we'll just keep going upstairs. I kind of want to talk to her.
If I can be of any assistance,
Hello. Are you looking for me? Do you wish to join the East Empire Company? Tell me about your husband. He was a fool, but he was still my brother. Oh! So you're not his wife, you're his sister. At least now his wife can take over his businesses. A silver lining. Okay. Maybe his wife still is in the game. So we have some pretty powerful chameleon spells that we bought from the orc. I forget his name. In the Hall of Lost Keys. So we can use one of those right now. See how effective it is. Very effective. We'll close that. Ooh, I like your dressing room. I have one of my own. Marixa Vendici's signet ring. Yoink. Take your Telvanni bug musk too. Put that in our house. Got some fancy robes. Anything I want though? I do kind of want these bolts. Adamantium bolts. Ooh, maybe I'll save these. That's something I didn't remember to buy, are some more bolts for our crossbow. Oh, okay. Maybe you could have came from the roof up here. Yes, that would make sense. Like maybe you could jump from this tower and get up here. Well, you know, we're a respectable person with our shady hood and armor. I feel like I should go grab some like more fitting clothes, but at the same time, Caelia is trying to remain a little bit undercover. She doesn't want people to recognize her just yet before she takes over the Thieves Guild. So I feel like the hood is pretty fitting for what we're going for. Where's Marixa Vendici's signet ring? Here it is. Give it to me. You've been a good little thief, Caelia. There might be a place for someone with your skills in our organization. I'll mention your name to Mr. D. Who knows? Maybe we'll contact you in the near future to do another job for us. And yes, I'm keeping my end of the bargain. Nelara's debt is settled. You can tell her that she can keep calling that miserable hut her home. Hooray, they might have more work for us. That's exactly what I want.
I've special prices
My
just
debt
for
is
you.
settled. Oh, thank you, thank you. You've saved me, Caelia. I can keep my home. Oh, what a joyful day. I have nothing to offer you as a reward, but I shall never forget this act of kindness, and please extend my thanks to Her Highness as well. She certainly made the right call picking you for the task. Her Highness? Have you heard about the Empress Kataraya? The person your guild's inn was named after. She used to belong to House Rathim, a minor house of the past that's native to Old Ebonheart. Me calling Morani Her Highness, well, that's just an old joke in this part of the city. Tell me about the house. This is Old Ebonheart, the house's ancestral home. I'm sure that there still might be someone in this town with Rathim blood in her veins. Not me, though. I'm just a beggar. Alright, well, I paid off the debt, but I also might have helped the gang out. The debt has been settled. You've done a good deed, operative, and earned my respect. However, I'm afraid this won't be the last we've heard of Delagia's gang. The next time they cause trouble, I'll be sure to call on you for help. Oh, and I almost forgot. I originally told you that there wouldn't be a reward. Well, here's a scroll of Akash's lock splitter nonetheless. You've earned it. Now talk to Fentus if you want a new job, okay? Done helping Rai Morani, eh? Ready for new jobs, are you? I need you to find Sharai-Saldro's Astrography. Astrography? Before Antonio Florane does. Sharai-Saldro's Astrography, which I need, is in the Saldro Ancestral Tomb. I was going to give you this job the whole time, but Antino Florane, one of your fellow crew members, accidentally got wind of it. Antio is, well, I like to think that deep down he's a good lad, but he's very competitive, and he has a habit of keeping all the loot to himself. Sounds like a bad crewmate. Antio vowed he'd find the Astrography before you did. If you hurry up, you might be able to beat him. Getting there on foot is easy. Just follow the road south from Old Ebonheart, go through the village of Dondril, and keep on the main road going south until you reach the town of Vool. Once there, go past the town and follow the road east. When the road turns south, go off the road and keep walking straight ahead towards the hills. You will find the entrance to a valley not too far ahead. The tomb is in the valley. Oh my gosh. We're not going to remember that. Did you mark it on our map? Are you a homie? You marked Vool. So it's just like east of Vool. Go there until it heads south. Well, I guess if we find it, we find it. And if we don't, that's the end of the Thieves Guild Forest. I'll probably find it eventually. Might take 30 minutes, but we'll get there. Before we go too far out, though, I want to see if any of these merchants are selling bolts. Because we really need some bolts. If we're going to go into an ancestral tomb and fight bone walkers, that could be dangerous. You really don't have a single bolt. That is crazy. Get out of my sight. So something I noticed when I was messing around with my settings, and this would explain a lot, I feel like, is my difficulty options is set up to 75. So the game has been extra hard because when we were playing our old character, I upped the difficulty at one point and I never turned it back down. Or at least if I did, it reset. It might have reset. Basically, we've been playing on hard mode, and at this point, I'm kind of committed to it, so I'm not going to change it. I just thought I would let you guys know. We are playing on difficulty 75. But yeah, we've been playing at a higher difficulty than I ever knew. So, you know, Caelia's got it hard. Harder than Valdrin, apparently. Even though our stats were never so low, we are fighting harder enemies. So, you know, give her some credit there. She's managed to make it this far. She's doing pretty well for herself. I was gonna say we could take the Silt Strider, but there isn't a Silt Strider here, is there? So yeah, I guess we're foot slogging it. It's alright. We explored around this area before on our old character, but not too thoroughly. We just kind of wandered around. Plus, we get to see the Velks over here, the weird, like, anteater things that produce Punavit? Yeah. I wish we could get one as a pet. I'd take him to our house. So this is Dondril. Is there a Silt Strider here? I doubt it. There might be like a Guar caravan, maybe? Maybe it's too small. Yeah, it might be too small of a town. That's fine. Vool's not too far away. We can also sort of head east while we're heading to Vool. And that should make the trip a little bit quicker as well. Okay, so here's Vool, and they do have a Silt Strider here. Guess it's a big enough town. Ooh, someone's fighting us. And down you go. Okay. So we need to head east from the city. All the road going south. Hello.
I'm all yours, please.
Hello, stranger. I've got a proposition for you. Oh. More of a bet, actually. See, I've recently invented a new enchantment I want to try out. All you need to do is give me 25 gold as part of the bet. Catch me and you earn 50 back. Simple as that. Sure. All right, then. Ready, set, go. What? It hurts. Oh. Fontes disappears into a speck on the horizon. Okay. All right. Took him a second, but okay. Okay, when the road turns south, go off the road and keep walking straight ahead towards the hills. Okay. So when the road goes south, keep walking towards the hills. So we want to go on the dirt path. Sure that's not the last we've seen of that man. Maybe he's got like the boots of blinding speed, but they're the boots of kill yourself and fly away. I don't know. You hostile? Yeah, you are. It took you a second though. So the tomb is supposedly in this little valley here. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad, actually. Ooh, hello. Oh yeah, you're the scumbag who said I wasn't a very good adventurer. I've been waiting for you for a while, Caelia. Since you were so slow to get here, I already searched the tomb and found Sharai-Saldro's Astrography. But please, don't feel bad. After all, you've been bested by none other than Antio the most legendary tomb raiders in all of Tamriel. That's something to tell the grandkids. Give me it. To be frank, I don't know what makes this old picture book so special. I swear I've seen a copy of this one before, probably in a bookshop's shelf somewhere. Compared to the treasures that I usually find from these tombs, it's nothing to get excited about. Are you sure you found the right book? Can I see it? Give it to me. You've clearly bested me. Are you sure you found the right book? Of course I'm sure. It's a book. There was only one in the entire tomb, which I searched from top to bottom, so that has to be the right one. It's called Logic, Caelia. Try it sometime. Can I see it? Why not? Take a look. Antio pulls out an old copy of Floke's Firmament from his bag and shows it to you. Granted, it does have pictures of stars in it, but it is clearly not Sharai-Saldro's Astrography. Okay, you've clearly bested me. I better get back to the Empress Kataraya. I know Fentus has had a buyer of his own in mind, but I bet I can get this sold for way more than he ever could. Whatever you say, man. Good job, you beat me. Now help me kill this ghost. Okay, we need to fortify our marksman, apparently. There we go. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Some underwater sections in a ancestral tomb. Don't see that very often. How big is this place? Wait, did he leave? I guess he did. That's weird. Morrowind NPCs usually don't disappear unless you leave the cell. Guess he just teleported out. Okay, so maybe there's something up here. We used to have some jump pants, but I left them at home. We do have just a levitate amulet. Well, there's a levitate potion right there, and some scrolls. We'll take them. You must not have searched very thoroughly if all of these doors are locked. Not a very good thief, sir. Make sure this bone walker does not dare to touch us, because I don't want to lose strength. Spirit of the Daedra. Alright, well, I guess we're headed into the water. Ocean of water breathing, that's convenient. Here we go. Sharai-Saldro's Astrography. It's a weird word. Why is that word so weird? Centuries old, contains detailed maps of the night sky of Nirn and its familiar constellations. Yes. We found the real book. What a fool. Alright, well, I think that's everything. I didn't really see anything else in the water here, but we will swim around and check. Okay, yeah, so this just leads back around. Well, we got it then. Nice. Let's go turn in the real book. Do you have Sharai-Saldro's Astrography? You're back. Tell me what happened. Did you find it? Yep. You found the book, the right one. Excellent. The star maps are fascinating, aren't they? I might have to copy some of these pages myself before handing this over to my buyer. They might be useful in my future voyages. I am most pleased with you. Here's your cut. Also, it's good that you weren't fazed by Antio. He sure got a lesson, didn't he? Making a fool of himself by stealing the wrong book. Ask me about new jobs when you're ready. You know the old saying, when the Nord's away, the thieves will play. Hunjol Firemane is out of town, which means his house is ripe for burglary. He's out of town on a hunting trip and isn't coming back for a long time, which means now is the perfect opportunity for you to steal his snow hair boots. His house is on the west side of town. He has left a key with Riftskald Whalebane, a fellow Nord who lives on the Craftsman Street. Talk to Riftskald and try to get him to give you the key. That way, you don't even have to pick the lock on the door. Come back when you've got the snow hair boots. We could probably just pick the lock on the door, though. Let's be honest here.
This is an honor.
How's it going? So, you got the wrong book? I might have gotten it wrong, but so what? A book is just a book. Next time I'll beat you. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. So I just found Firemane's house, the person we're robbing, and then over here is Riftskald's house. So we'll go there to grab the key from him.
You seem like very good company.
I think you can buy a map for Old Ebonheart like you can for Narcissus.
Keep moving.
But honestly, Old Ebonheart isn't that hard to navigate in comparison.
Aren't you a sight? What can I do for you?
Welcome to Old Ebonheart, citizen. A slice of Cyrodiil in these ash-stricken lands. I agree. Anyways, how about you give me the house key to the person you're supposed to house sit for? The key to his house? I'm not supposed to give it to anyone, but oh well. I promised Huntjolf I'd look after his dog while he was away, but that dog is scary. I'll give you the key to his house if you go and feed his dog, alright? And maybe water the plants too. There's a dog? Yes, a wolf dog named Holly. More wolf than dog, if you ask me. That mean-spirited beast, it guards the house when Huntjolf is out on his expeditions. Attacks anyone it doesn't like. It loves rat meat though, so that's the only way to its heart is through its stomach. It could eat bucket loads of the stuff. Truth be told, I've even poisoned some rat meat so the dog would take a little nap. But I just couldn't bring myself to enter the house. Last time it nearly bit my arm off. You're gonna poison your neighbor's dog. You're not a very good house sitter. You happen to have that rat meat on you?
Oh, here's a fine room. Speak freely.
Okay, so let's grab the poisoned rat meat and just the regular rat meat and see. I mean, I don't know if that's like actually poison. It'd be one thing if it just made him go to sleep, but it made it sound like he was trying to kill his dog because it was mean to me. I don't know. Like that's weird. That's pretty extreme, man. The wolf dog growls. It doesn't like you. Well, I don't like you either, but I do kind of want you as a pet. The wolf dog shows its teeth. It's warning you to get out. Okay, so we can give it the poisoned or we can give it the rat meat. Well, here's the rat meat. He snatches the rat meat and starts to eat it. You've bought yourself some time. Okay. It's locked. Of course, we can pick. Ooh, a bunch of alcohol and a key. We will take both. Don't mind me. I feel like I'm on a time limit now. wolf dog is done eating it, pays attention to you again. Oh, jeez. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Snow boots. Resist frost, fortify speed. Yoink. Oh, crap. What the hell is this? I come back home after a long journey of hunting game, exploring caves, and finally losing all my clothes to a blasted witch, only to find that someone's broken into my house. You better explain yourself, girl. A witch took your clothes? Well, yes, she tricked me with her promises and then cast a nasty paralysis spell on me and took off with nearly everything I had. Could have happened to anyone, but that's beside the point. I want to know why you're in my house. I just came here to feed your dog. That coward Rift-Skulled Whalebane wasn't brave enough to feed Holly himself, so he sent you, eh? You have my thanks then. I don't have any money on me. That bloody witch took it all, so I can't pay you right now, I'm afraid. It's alright, I'll survive. Right, I'll be leaving for another adventure soon. I suppose I can trust you to look after Holly while I'm gone, yes?
How dreadful, friend.
Yeah.
You've taken a few knocks. Maybe you should get healed.
Yes, and you should get some clothes on. Okay, well. We're a very good liar, apparently, because that was not believable at all. Like, why would I be in his bedroom?
What can I do for you?
Alright, well, at least we got the boots. You have the snow-haired boots. That's excellent. Will you give them to me? Thank you. There were a couple of twists and turns, huh? The house wasn't as empty as I had said. Always expect the unexpected. Caelia, you did well. Here's 2 potions of sweet little lies. Drinking them will make you a real charmer. Let me know when you're ready for new jobs. But I am going to end the video there for today. These quests have been pretty fun. They're a lot more creative than I imagined they'd be. That one was pretty fun, especially. And then, of course, the first one we did where it was all just kind of a setup to test our loyalty. Thieves Guild is hard in Morrowind because there's not really like a crime system or patrols or that sort of thing, so they sort of have to script things into happening. Like him walking in on us at the house is a really clever way to do that, because, you know, Morrowind, as long as someone doesn't see you, they can't put 2 and 2 together. They don't know that you stole it. So I appreciate quest design when it has to think out of the box like that. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this content and if you have been enjoying Tamriel Rebuilt and the Thieves Guild, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out.